Hello, everyone. I thought I would let you know what's been, more fully, been going on for, God, half a year? More than half a year? It's more than half a year. So, what, well, first off, let's get a little bit of, personal sad news out of the way. Uh, my partner and I of nearly 20 years have separated, and that made things, well, I didn't want to record. I mean, you can certainly understand that. And the reason being, and I think it's good to share this, is, well, it was COVID, the lockdown. It did so much damage to our relationship that, well, it was better for us to split. Now she still loves me in the sense of like a really good friend and all of this kind of stuff, and is actually taking care of me. She's in another apartment now with her new partner. That's cool. I'm okay with that. We were actually polyamorous, so those two were actually together before we separated. I'm fine with that. Being poly. I've had partners in the past while with my ex, so it's all it's all fine. For us, it worked. So, yeah, we separated and she's taking care of me, being disabled and all that. Excuse me, got a frog in my throat. Anyway, now, the other thing that I was doing during that time was we had friends and stuff like that in the US. Oh, yeah, we're going there. They are part of the LGBTQ plus, and so what we worked out was, what can we do to help my ex and I? And so what, I'm not going to tell you very specific details and things like how precisely things played out, but what I was doing is I had their information, I had their locations in the US, and then I started doing a deep dive into everything that I could that was impacting Canada and the US, well, actually, other countries too, where I was spending 10 plus hours a day, every day, watching news from reliable sources like the Majority Report, and then doing an analysis on that information, and then making some generalized predictions, and then also what they needed to do to be as safe as possible, and to, if they choose to leave the country, potential options, when to go, when was the cutoff line, that sort of thing. And if they chose not to go, what potential states were, I'm not going to say safe, because that's not the case under the circumstances, but rather safer than where they were. And I did that for about 6 months, every single day, starting in December, roughly. And I just went at it, and it took a heavy, heavy, heavy toll on my mental health. But I was able to do what I set out to do. I was able to give them the information when they needed it. I was able to talk about my predictions of what I think what was going to happen. Like for example, I predicted the civil unrest, like the No Kings protests. Oh, those were beautiful to see footage of. Oh my God, they were wonderful. Beautiful. And then what would happen next, and then what could happen next, and everything that I was predicting, or everything that I had predicted, did happen. But everything that I was saying for a prediction could have been negated as well, because just the way that things currently are, or were, things have progressed further. But yeah, I had a mini underground railroad, if you will.
My senses have picked up something.
Oh, got some free XP from automated turrets in the game. Yeah, so as you can imagine, something like that is just going to encompass your entire life. It's going to eat up all your time to make sure that you get it right, that you get the information, that, okay, why isn't anything clicking? I'm missing a piece of information. And then I would go checking or searching, and I might have missed a piece of news that was 3 days old that go click. That's the piece that I was missing. And then everything fell into place. No, I do not have training in this sort of thing. I don't understand how I'm able to do it. I don't know. I would need someone who is an expert at doing this kind of thing to sit down and teach me how they teach others, for me to understand how I was able to do it before being taught. And I will tell you that no one person should ever, ever, ever do what I did. A team, absolutely. But one person, it's too hard and it's too much. You get damaged. Without a doubt, you get damaged. There are still some nights that are difficult. You know, you're sleeping and then you end up having a nightmare about something that is tangentially, you know, it doesn't have to be exact, but like what you're doing, it just shouldn't be. So, I did it, I shouldn't have done it, and I would do it again. Because a number of people are safer now. And that's why I wasn't making videos. I think that you can appreciate that I made the right choice for our community, the LGBTQ+. I'm trans. My ex is trans. More people I know are trans, and what we're facing is just unreal. And we got our fights here in Canada. And they're pretty rough. So, the videos are starting up. I will have a bunch. My goal is to get at least 2 a week consistently. I'd like a Monday and a Friday video. Would I like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday video? Oh, hell yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. In the meantime, I have to go eat some food. You see, I'm hungry here. Got this little hunger meter. So let's end the video the best way possible. Chowing down 3 chili dogs. And we'll have a nice smoothie to go with it. Alright, see you in the upcoming videos. And be safe, everyone. And look out for your neighbors and your friends and your family. It's going to be a tough ride.